In this video, we're going to install BFFless on an Umbrel home server. I highly recommend getting an Umbrel if you enjoy hosting your own software. You can host your own websites. You can host your own GitHub-like applications, something called Git. There's all sorts of benefits and cool reasons to get an Umbrel. And I highly recommend exploring it and trying it out. But in this video, we're going to go ahead and install BFFless on an Umbrel home server, so it will be served right from your home server, and you don't have to deal with any DigitalOcean or cloud, and it's completely free. So it's a great setup. The documentation for this is located on docs.bffless.app/deployment/umbrel. It is a step-by-step guide of what we're going to be doing. So feel free to just go over there and read if you prefer to do it that way. After installing the BFFless application on your Umbrel, you're going to see a page when you open it up that looks like this. And it's going to tell you, basically it's a 500 error saying you haven't set it up properly yet. And what that means is we have to go and we have to install the Cloudflared Tunnel so that it can connect to our Umbrel. The other thing is that the application is not meant to, the home server when you're running it is not meant to be served on umbrel.local. It's meant to be served from your public domain. So we're going to go ahead and configure that as well. Go ahead and start by adding a domain name we plan on using. We're going to SSH into our Umbrel. Then we're going to copy and paste this value so that we update our domain record. This way, when our application starts up on BFFless, it knows the domain and Nginx has all the values that it needs. I've already SSH'd in. I'm on a slightly different path because I'm using our community app store, which has versions ahead of what we publish to Umbrel App Store. So I'm just going to do part of that string. As you can see, it's just that single value in domain.txt. Let's go back and restart our app. And while it's booting up, we'll set up our Cloudflare connection. From Cloudflare, you'll want to go to Zero Trust, then to Networks. Networks, we're going to create a new tunnel. View Tunnels, Add Tunnel. Select Cloudflare, name your tunnel, save tunnel. Now you want to copy this value that they give you here and go back to your Umbrel and open up Cloudflare Tunnel. From here, click Settings and paste the value. Now it's going to give you more than just the token. You only want the token, so delete the stuff before. Click Save and Restart. Great. Go back to Cloudflare and click Next. Now we're going to need to set up some subdomains, as well as our root domain and our wildcard domain. We're going to start with www. Select your domain, leave the path alone, http, umbrel.local 5:5537. Complete setup. Now it created an A record for it, a CNAME record for us, but we're going to need to create some more configurations before we're set up. So we go and we edit our tunnel and we click Publish Application Routes, and we're going to add some other domains. We're going to add an admin subdomain. We're going to do the same thing, http umbrel.local 5537. Next, let's do the root domain. We're going to leave it empty, toshimoto.dev. Same thing, umbrel.local. Lastly, we're going to do a wildcard domain, which is going to require one additional step. If we do star toshimoto.dev, you'll see here it says the domain contains a wildcard, so no DNS record will be created. We'll have to do that manually. So no DNS record was created, but all of our routes were set up. So let's go back to the domains, select our domain, DNS, records. So there's no DNS record, as you can see, for the wildcard domain. We're going to go ahead and add one. We're going to do a CNAME with star. And actually, before we do that, we need to grab the value from another one. It's the same value. Now we add record, CNAME, star, paste the value. All right. So now that all of our domain records are set up, our Umbrel server should have restarted all of our applications. We can try going to www.toshimoto.dev, and it works. Now let's see what happens when we go to the admin panel. Ooh, something didn't work. Let's go ahead and refresh this. You know, I've noticed some issues with Chrome where it takes a little bit longer for the domain to propagate. So let's go ahead and I think something in my DNS is cached. So I'm going to open up Firefox and try this from Firefox. Yeah, sure enough, it works in Firefox. Chrome has some caching settings that you may see some issues with during setup. Let's go ahead and just onboard really fast to go through this flow. Create an account. Not now. I'm going to choose local file system so it stores it on the Umbrel. If I choose to later, I can set up a connection to Google Bucket or AWS. And I'm going to skip any caching for right now. And now that I'm on an Umbrel, I can use SMTP. SMTP doesn't work on any other, like DigitalOcean. They block it. And note that it'll probably go to your spam, but SMTP is great for Umbrel if you're just sending it to yourself and someone fills out a form, emails it to yourself. But we'll set that up later. So skip that setup, complete. Now I should be able to log in. Now I'm in. Yeah, so I have a lot of other videos on how to get up and running with your website, publishing your first project, and yeah. So check out those other videos. This is being served right from my Umbrel server, going through Cloudflare. It's a really great experience, and I highly recommend using Umbrel.